Now, our next guest is a doctor who has dedicated his life to helping people overcome eating disorders and body image issues and to celebrate our health, whatever the size. So imagine his shock when an image of his size 8 daughter was photoshopped without her knowledge by a swimwear company, all to try to make her look slimmer than she actually is. Dr. Rick Kausman, his daughter Megan and Pip Somerville, who's the photographer who took that original snap, all join us now. Good morning to you. This is extraordinary, really, in light of the issues that you're trying to highlight. Megan, to you firstly, what happened with this photo?
So basically, I just took a photo with Pip. We did an underwater shoot, and a swimwear company sent us some bathers just to display in the photos. So Pip put up the photo on Instagram about a week after we did the shoot. And a few days later, I woke up in the morning and I saw the photo that the swimwear company had put up. And I first looked at it and I was like, hang on a second, that looks a bit different to the original that I had seen. And then I realised that it was completely different. So I quickly went back to the original photo and I saw that they had practically cut me in half. So it was pretty mind-blowing. I think my jaw dropped for about 5 minutes. I was really, really taken aback that they felt the need to do that and that they could take mine and Pip's creative property and alter it because what they thought was fit into their cultural ideal of what beautiful was.
And you called them out on it, didn't you? You made it public.
Yeah, so I sent them an email before I posted the photo, but I put the two photo comparisons together and I posted it on Instagram and just talked about how I felt about the issue, because it's something really important to all three of us. And I think growing up in a household with my dad as who he is, it's kind of been drilled into me that, you know, have a good positive body image, and it's just the way that I live my life. So I felt like it was so important to tell everyone what happened, and just because people need to know that that's not what people look like. And magazines and photos are just, they're altered, and it's really important for young girls and young guys to know that that's not something for them to strive for, because that's a photo of me and it's not me.
Yeah,
it doesn't look like me.
It's quite different, isn't it? And Dr. Rick, as Megan said, you work to help people accept their own bodies, be comfortable in their own skin, but really the reality of the fashion industry is that this type of photoshopping is not considered unusual.
No, it's not. It's really snuck up on us, really, as a society. I think about this as a bit like a death by 1,000 cuts. It's been slow, but boy, it really made a huge difference. And it makes a huge difference to so many people. For a few people, it might not make much difference to, but we're bombarded with so many images now that are altered that so many people are just thinking what they're seeing is real. And it makes such a difference to people's self-esteem and how they feel about their body and body image. And there was a research study that just simply looked at getting people to look at house and garden images, just 20 of them, versus fashion magazine images, just 20 of them. And they found just with looking at 20 images of a fashion magazine, that was enough to make them feel depressed and anxious. So we know that the research shows this does make a big difference to people, and we're being bombarded with these images. So I really think it's very important that we make the community more aware of what they're seeing is not real. I think a direction we definitely can go is that magazines really owe it to their readers to say in some way that what they're seeing is not the real person, that has been altered. And I'd really encourage magazines to take a step on this, take a stand, and at least put on the bottom of the photo, on the image, this photo has been altered or this photo has been photoshopped. I think that would be a great first step to really help the community.
The swimwear company itself apologised. They said that we meant no disrespect for photoshopping the image, but unfortunately, like most magazines, media and images, you see on here girls have been retouched, so that they admitted as such that they did do the photoshopping. Apart from really getting magazines to give that admission, do you think we should be policing it? Should it be self-regulated, do you think, Dr. Rick?
Look, self-regulation often, in my experience, doesn't work that well, but I think we should start with that. And I think that the amount of response that we've got, all three of us have got to the issue already. When Megan shared what had happened with me, I popped it on my Facebook page. I was blown away. I'm not sure exactly what the definition of going viral is, but in my world, it went viral, and I was amazed at the amount of positive feedback that both girls got Pip, who took the photograph, and Megan, in terms of standing up for the cause and standing up for the issue. So I think the time is right. The community is really not wanting to take this anymore, and they're aware how badly this affects particularly young people, but people of all ages.
Yeah, they picked the wrong family, really, didn't they, with this one? And
They did.
You took that original photograph. Do you retouch images that you take in any way?
I retouch to a certain degree, definitely not to that degree. I'll enhance an image to make it look a little bit brighter, just to bring out the colours, but altering someone's body image like that is just not heard of in my work.
And you've got personal experience, haven't you, with the impact that body image issues can have, particularly on your health. It can be dangerous, can't it?
Yeah, most certainly. I come from a competitive rowing background. If you relate that to something like the fashion industry, there's all this competitiveness to sort of conform to a certain look, whether it be weight, height, you know, your visual impact on society, and it is all related. I had a personal experience with it, and this is very much similar to that.
You suffered from anorexia, didn't you, as a teenager?
Yeah, I did, yeah.
Yeah. Well, you take beautiful images. The original photo you took was absolutely stunning, and I have no idea why they thought they needed to retouch it in any way, shape or form, because, Megan, you're a beautiful woman, and
Thank you.
And we thank you guys for highlighting the issue, because I think calling out is the first step.
Yep.
Yeah,
Terrific.
definitely.
Thanks,
Thank
Deb.
you.
All right, good on you. Thanks for joining us this morning.